Hey everyone, Andrew Stormer here, and welcome to, I think, what's going to be the last episode of Subnautica. And today we are building the rocket and getting off this planet. So I got a few materials. I thought I would be taking Ron out and mining out all those big deposits of like titanium and such, but I got a little bit of copper and silver through doing that, but a lot of it was just the outcroppings. And then also the titanium, I got all of that from just picking up the metal scrap that flew off the Aurora when it crashed and stuff in the nearby biomes. And we have, look at how much titanium we have. We have all these lockers filled up and some overflow. And pretty much all our ores lockers are full up. So I think we are pretty set. I think we'll just build the rocket right here just because the mobile vehicle bay is right here. So I guess let's do this thing. So I already made the stuff for the platform. And so it's 2 ingots, 1 computer chip, and 4 lead. And let's do this thing. Lag. Hello, game. There we go. Look. This thing is massive. It's so big. Holy cow. It'd be cool if we could get Marina and like chain her up to it and tow this thing. It's almost done. There it goes. Splash. Those sounds. That was cool. Hi, Aurora, what's up? And the gun. We have to go turn off the gun before we launch. Whoa, we got new guys. Hi, buddies. How are you doing? We have to go turn off the gun before we launch, or else it doesn't matter. We're still going to get shot down, and that's going to be wonderful. A plasteel ingot, a copper wire, and a lubricant. That is easy. Plasteel ingot is a titanium ingot and 2 lithium, right? Yes. Okay, and then we need to head out, grab some creep vine stuff for the lubricant, and then what was the last thing we needed? I already forgot. What the heck, brain? We haven't played with our fish at all. You know, our cute fish, cuttlefish, whatever the heck they're called. Repulsion cannon. Oh, yes. Okay, propulsion cannon. I think I just grab... Oh, shoot. I want to grab you, but repulsion... Oh, that's so much fun. We can just shoot them out of here. Oh, yes. Oh, and it just shoots someone across the map. Okay, you ready? Flies out of the ocean. Construct the gantry. Here we go. Music's kicking up, heck yeah. So this is still part of the platform. This isn't the rocket at all, but look at this thing. Imagine having this technology in real life. You can just shoot little drones up into the air and they'll just build you your thing however you want. That would be so cool. Little to the left, and it's complete. You want to jump up here? See what's up here? Oh, it's nighttime. Oh, we can call the elevator for when it's up there. We're gonna activate it. We're going up. Maybe this is how I should have gone up to the bridge of the Aurora last episode. I should have built one of these stupid things and then built a base off of this. Whoa. And then the rockets can be right here. How high are we up? We are... Oh. We're 33 meters up. That is boring compared to that 300 up there. Yeah, we were way up there last episode. If you missed it, I went into new creative world. I just wanted to see if there was anything up there, or if you could fix the comm relay. You can't. It's fine. Whatever. What's it take to make the boosters? Oh, nickel. Ooh, I think we have plenty of nickel, but the aerogel. Have you guys been watching the videos on the aerogel? That stuff is crazy. It's such an insane insulator, but it's so fragile, it's weird. It can be made out of, like, pretty much anything. That stuff is crazy. Building the rocket piece by piece, row by row. I don't need a rocket. I can just shoot myself with a propulsion cannon. Slap this bad boy on the on Mr. Ron here. Just put an automatic timer and then just whee, and then die of not having enough oxygen. Oh, the aerogel. Sorry. Okay, we'll be back in a second. All these things are unlocked, so if you're wondering how to make them, like I was thinking upgrade Marina with some of these things, but at this point we can just blast off. There's not really much of a point to do upgrades on Marina or anyone, but aerogels, gel sacks, and rubies, and we need 2 of those. I think we can do that. But the cool thing is with these things like the polyaniline and stuff, you can make super cool upgrades for Marina and Sierra and everyone. This is the one thing that I never got around to talking about in this series. I was going to talk about it a couple times and then got interrupted, but I wanted to upgrade my power to thermal power. I'm gonna go power up the bioreactor while I'm talking about this, is that thermal power is like the best power source. It's like the most green power source of any. Solar, it makes energy differently because it's through a panel. It doesn't use a turbine like all the other types. It makes a kind of dirty electricity per se. That dirty power, it's not the greatest to be using, but yes, solar, like the sun, is never gonna go away until we have a supernova, and then everyone's dead anyway and it doesn't matter. So yes, sun is like the ultimate renewable energy source, but how it converts sunlight into energy isn't in a great way. And they're also not super efficient and such. Wind turbines, they burn down all the time. Like if you go outside of the LA area, you'll see all of them are charred, or not all of them, but almost all of them are charred. Some will be missing some, but they catch on fire. Also, they're known to, if they're near animals, like there was this one farm that these turbines were by. The energy from the surrounding area, it sounds like a bunch of wacko whatever, energy, new spiritualist, whatever stuff you want to call it, but this farm, all the animals, they were doing fine, whatever, and as soon as wind turbines go in next to it, all the animals, all the newborns had deformities. And also, they are disruptive. They take up a ton of space, and wind isn't all that reliable, and because wind comes and goes and whatever. But also, wind, once again, renewable source. You're not burning something like coal or uranium or anything of the sort. You're not using a material that's finite to get energy. I'll talk about thermal in just a second. Let me build the boosters. Man. Oh, it has like the clamps on the bottom too. Yes. Clamps. Clamps. Listen to those sounds. The boosters are complete. It is complete. Look at these. Holy cow. I could just get toasted right here. Look, there's so many boosters on this thing. What do we need for the next one? Yeah, climb out of there. Fuel reservoir, 2 ion power cells. Yes, cool stuff. Thermal energy, though, how all this stuff works, coal, uranium, gas, all that kind of stuff. What it does is it burns a fuel, and that fuel heats up water, and that water turns into steam once it's heated up, and then that steam is directed into a turbine room, and that turbine gets pushed by the steam. And so all these other ways, I mean, wind, it's getting pushed by wind, but the other ways that actually use the resources, all of them push a turbine that spins a generator and creates electricity. Even hydrothermal, that's water pushing a turbine from a dammed lake. There's a bunch of problems with dams, like having all the water stored in one area, so then it evaporates more and then you're actually losing water. Salmon ladders, like salmon don't really use the ladders. stuff like that. You're blocking fish. And if you ever want to tear down a dam in the future, you really can't. If you do, it would be very hard and very expensive. But if you just blow up the whole thing or just part of it, all the water is going to come rushing out. Imagine the mass of floods that would be created after that. All the houses that were built down below after the dam was built, all gone, wiped out, wiped clean, all that stuff. That's also a big problem with that. But thermal, just barely enough sulfur right there. And that's all the kyanite we need. And we need to make the power cell, which we have one already. And then I think it was like 2 batteries and ion cubes or something. What was it to make the ion power cell? We had to make the ion batteries first. Thermal, all it does is it takes heat from the surrounding area and it uses that heat to heat up water and to push a turbine. The heat is already there from natural causes. All it's doing is being directed to spin a turbine. All you're doing is slapping a turbine in a hot area, hot enough that it will spin a turbine. I think why we don't use it that much is because there's not really much of anything hot enough on the surface to do it, but maybe you could create some way that sunlight can hit water in a reservoir or something that'll heat up enough to spin a turbine. But this is really good with deep underwater missions, and that's why it's in this game, is because when you went down to like the lava zone or the thermal vents, is that already had that much heat already there, and you can place a thermal generator there. It takes that heated water, not even just heat, but heated water. So most of the process is already done. It's just sucking up the heated water and heating it up ever so slightly more to spin that turbine and creates electricity. And I think thermal is like the best renewable resource of way to generate electricity because of that. Because the heat is caused naturally and it's spinning a turbine, and it's going to be underwater probably, maybe, or out in the middle of the hot Death Valley or something like that, where there's no animals. So it's clean energy. It's not dirty electricity creation. It's not going to be around animals to have deformities. It's not big enough to take up tons of space and ruin the looks of the landscape. It's just the perfect green energy. 2 ion batteries coming right up, and power cell is the rubber, which we have plenty of, and we can create that right here. So other types of energy, like let's say for gas cars or whatever, or even like a bioreactor, or turning into like corn fuel for your engine or whatever, stuff like that. Problem with those is it takes more energy to convert corn into a usable energy than it actually creates when it's burning. And let's create this here, the fuel reservoir. Man, this thing is huge. You can see the Neptune name slapped on the side there. This is awesome. And the nose cones for the boosters there. Yes, we should play some Kerbal Space Program soon. That would be so much fun. What do you guys think? Building rockets all day, every day? That'd be fun. What do we need for the next piece? The cockpit. A Cyclops shield generator. So we might end up making some of that. Plasteel ingot, computer chip, enamel glass. Easy peasy. Hydrogen engines. This is an interesting thing. Besides for having them in gas stations and being easily to blow up, even easier than gas, I think it's a good option because it makes no carbon dioxide. The only product of its combustion is water. Coal burning, there's such a thing as clean coal. It doesn't make hardly any carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, any of that stuff. That's pretty cool. Nuclear energy, there's these special rods that can prevent meltdowns. Also, there's all these new nuclear reactors and stuff in the world. They're designed so that if they even do have a meltdown, it like shoots the whole thing down into its own like locker area, essentially, this giant locked sealed room, and it seals it up so none of the radiation gets out. So nuclear is very efficient, whatever. I'm not saying green energy isn't good, but I'm also not saying that using our finite resources for energy is bad. I'm sort of in the middle where I see the problems and the good parts to all of them. I'm really not worried about it. And I think that soon enough, we will have a breakthrough in energy that is some other material that we can use it, and yeah, that material is also going to be finite, but I think that someone's going to figure out some way to use some material to create energy so much more efficiently than we've ever had before that it doesn't matter how much we're using because it's using so little to power so much. So that's kind of where I stand on it. I'm not a green energy person, and I'm not against green energy. So that's kind of my stance on all this stuff. I don't know if you came here today to listen to me talk about this. Maybe I'll split this into 2 episodes. Let's get that final prep going. We're gonna need some more water here in a minute. I'm already kind of forgetting what we needed. I know we needed enamel glass, so I'm going to make that. I think we also needed another plasteel ingot, so let's make the enamel glass. Plasteel ingot, I don't remember if we needed this or not, but I'm making one anyway. And now we really do need to go into Marina and see, oh, I do have water on me, cool, and see what it takes to make a shield generator. So what would be cool is if we already had made the generator for Marina, we could have just taken it out, but we never got around. Whole system's online. Hello, Cyclops, Marina. What do you have? The shield generator. Power cell, polyaniline, advanced wiring kit. That's not bad. If you're wondering what you could do to Marina, you could have a fire suppression system. There's a sonar upgrade, efficiency module, which we already got, and decoy tube upgrade, which means it can hold more decoys. I probably would have gotten the suppression system if we were going to do a ton more with Marina, but we're not. Gold and hydrochloric, deep shrooms. Crap, I don't think I picked up any deep shrooms. 1. Well, gosh dang it. Advanced wiring kit? We already had one? Still never got that still suit. Was the still suit the heat one? Did they even ever have a suit for heat? Also, I wanted to get the propulsion arm, or no, the grappling arm for Ron, but that also never happened. There was also that one suit that it is like reclaimed water, so it like takes your pee, it filters it through to give you like water back or some sort of drink that you can get a few waters from. We never found out where the portal on the island went to. I wonder if there's a portal on the Guns Island. Oh man, look at that. I'm just gonna keep saying I love this game. Man, it's gotta be one of my favorite games ever. It's so well done. The visuals are amazing. The audio is the best ever. There's Rocket. Hi, Mr. Rocket. We're trying to finish up that, but we're having a little bit of a dilemma trying to find 2 deep shrooms. Whoa. Whoa, Reflex! Hey. Chill, okay? Everything's okay. Yes. Look at all these deep shrooms. There's so many of them. Okay, I'm just gonna pick up a bunch of them. And you see, I don't even have to get out. I don't even have to expose myself. We're just gonna pick up a bunch, just in case we need a few. And now we're gonna head back home before anything of the Leviathan class tries to eat our faces off. Okay, sounds good? Great. Okay, yeah, bye. I wonder if the Reefies are of Leviathan class. I mean, they are that size. They're just not harmful, which is so nice to see them. I think they would be considered Leviathan class just because of their size. But whenever we say Leviathan in this game, we think something like snake-like and dangerous. Are you telling me that we have a use for salt? We have to use salt with the deep shrooms to make the hydrochloric acid? Is that what it is? And we also have our water cooked up. Look at that. Whoa. That's crazy having that right outside our base. And power's gonna shut off. Let's just go do it all in Marina. Hydrochloric acid. We finally have a use for salt. That's the first time ever. And we have polyaniline now. Oh, yes. Making the module. So I'm gonna plug it in. I just wanna show you guys what it looks like when it's on. That's so cool. So it's just a timed thing. It only uses it for... Oh, man, that sucks power. Oh, turn it off. Oh, I thought it would just run for a second, not run forever and drain all my power. Dang. That thing just sucks power so fast. And we're gonna take it out and be on our way. You like how all those materials turned into something that takes up just one slot right there? Is this the last of the rocket? It is. But I'm gonna snake you guys and I'm gonna end this one here, and next time, that's gonna be it. That's the last episode of Subnautica. If you like this episode, share it with a friend. If you want more content like this or want to stay tuned to finish the rocket and blasting off into space and getting off this planet, hit subscribe. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.